Hey Aries, it's Rose from Sacred Waters Tarot, here to bring you your timeless reading for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course my beautiful cross-watchers. Cross-watchers, you know the drill around here, especially if you are subscribed to my channel. You can find out a lot of information about Aries, about your person, especially if there's limited contact, no communication at all, or ghosting going on between you and Aries. Just keep in mind, everyone, this is a general reading for the sign of Aries. Not everything I say will resonate with all of you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else, and go on about the reading. Now, with that being said, if this video has found you, welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing. Please like, please share with a loved one who can benefit from these messages. Comment below, guys. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know how this resonates with you and your situation. And if you do not want to comment based on personal reasons, I totally understand. Please consider leaving me your favorite emoji. Okay, guys, in the comments section, I'll have all the information to book a personal reading with me. And I would love to hear from you and read for you. Now let's get into your reading for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course my beautiful cross watchers Aries. Let's see what's going on in Aries land, in Ariesville, my fiery little Aries babies. Let's see what's going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watchers of Aries. Spirit, what are the messages? Spirit, I just said. I just got very itchy. Spirit, what are the messages? I don't know if you guys can see this flame. My candle flame is like really like I guess it's a glare from the either the light or my camera, but it's just beautiful. I love it. So let's just go with the energy of beautiful fiery Aries, right? Okay. So in the recent past regarding current energy, I feel like you got some good news past few days. Maybe a cute little message that came through. I don't know why I said cute. Cute little message that came through the ethers. Maybe it was a DM or a messenger. Maybe it was a quick hi. How are you doing? From someone you haven't heard from in a while. Something like that. And it kind of got you in a good mood. You might have been like kind of feeling like a hermit mode lately, and somebody just inboxed you and kind of like got you to talk, got you to say something. So whatever, or maybe you just got some good news, like a yes, okay? Maybe you're waiting for an answer, yes, no, and you got yes. Let's see, Two of Swords. Okay. The Two of Swords, it speaks of not speaking to somebody. So I feel like you got this message from someone, but now you're still not talking. Like the message was just, that's it. I don't think you responded to this person. This message made you feel happy, but you have not yet responded back to this person. Now there's a reason for that, right? Aries, you know the reason, right? Well, we'll get into it. So you got a message from someone. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's someone who likes to communicate. And you either left them unread or something like that, or the message was very short. I don't think you responded. I truly feel like you have not yet responded to this person. And we will get into it as to why, okay? The Emperor, here you are in your energy. Now, if you are a female Aries and you date men or you marry men, okay, your person could also be an Aries or a Taurus, or just have the energy and the personality of the Emperor. Let me explain the Emperor to you, okay? This is not just anyone, okay? This is a role model. This is a boss. This is a hardworking man. Okay, this is definitely a divine masculine, very, very divine masculine. This is a loyal man. This man does not cheat. They do not lie. They may keep some secrets, but that's only to protect you and if you have children with them, okay? Or if they have children with you or you have children together, whatever it is, okay? So maybe you took a break from this person because you didn't know if you could trust them. And you didn't know if they were on the same page with you. So to answer your question, Aries, it's yes. Okay, if you are an Aries male watching this for someone that you met, your person sees you as the Emperor, which is someone they can trust, someone they can depend on, someone they want to be with forever for the long term, marriage, children, kids, grandkids, the whole 9 yards, the house, the dog, everything. Okay? So it'll be different for all of you, but I'm picking up strongly from most of you. I'm speaking to divine feminines who date men who are wondering, and it could also be because, you'd be like, I'm an Aries sun, this person's an Aries sun, how are we going to get along? You'll get along just fine. But I'm speaking for a lot of Aries that have Aries rising, Aries moon. Okay, this emperor, you could say, okay, well, you're describing my husband, or you're describing my boyfriend, or you're describing the person that I was not speaking to very clearly because I was trying to figure him out, but he's not an Aries. We'll check his other placements, okay? Because the emperor is all about the sign of Aries, which is the first sign, which is a very fiery, in a good way, like a very passionate. This is a beautiful divine masculine energy to have in your energy, but I don't know why you weren't talking yet. Because you were giving this person the silent treatment. Maybe you made them chase you, Aries. Maybe you wanted to see if they were going to really, live up to what they say they are about themselves. Maybe when you first met them, they were not completely single. This way they weren't talking to you because the Emperor, they may meet you at the tail end of the relationship they're getting out of, but they won't commit to you because they're still committed to somebody else, whether it's just on paper, spiritually, whatever it is. They won't do it. They're going to wait till it's all said and done and they're completely single, or at least almost completely single, before they get involved with you. That's how they are. So that could have been the reason. I'm going to see. Ace of Wands reversed. Okay. So there has been no intimacy with you and this person. That could either be because you said you wanted to take it slow. It could also be because the Emperor is not going to try to seduce you right away. Okay, eventually, sure, but not right away. They want to get to know you. So if you're a divine feminine and you're saying, I met this great guy and, he's got everything I'm looking for in a man, and I could see myself settling down with him in the future, and he seems to want the same thing as me, but he hasn't made any moves on me as far as physical. Well, that's because the Emperor is not interested in you only for that. Okay? They want to know you as a person. They want to fall in love. They want to take it slow. They want to do things the right way. They may be very passionate. So you might be confused, Aries. You might be like, they were so passionate. It seems like they were so attracted to me. They were so intimate. They treated me like a lady. They treated me like a man, whatever your sexual orientation. For the main part, this reading is for divine feminine, divine masculine. But please feel free to swap it up, flip it, reverse it for your situation. Okay, it's all good here. So that could have been why you pulled back. There also could be another reason why this person didn't force themselves on you physically. It could be because, like I said, they were not completely single when they met you. They were, maybe the legalities, maybe it was a matter of paperwork, or maybe it was a matter of getting the other person to agree to something. It could have been anything. Okay, but like I said, the Emperor doesn't cheat. So okay. So now let's just see here. Let's clarify this here. 5 of Pentacles. See, you felt left out in the cold. You felt very left out in the cold because the Emperor told you that they're not completely single yet. There's somebody else in their life. That they're not completely done with them yet. Okay? But, so this, you got a message from him, but you chose not to respond. You chose to stay cold. You chose to stay out in the cold. You chose to stay unavailable, Aries. Here's your confirmation that you caught them, you met them, or you got involved with them at a time where they were not completely single and they couldn't commit to you fully. That's why there was no intimacy. That's why there was no, not so much contact, and you felt like cold. Because they were not completely single, and they made that clear. But yet, Aries, I feel like you're not understanding, you're not appreciating, how a real man should conduct themselves. And that's not your fault, and we're not going to bash anyone here. But, for the most part, it's hard to trust anyone. And that's been that way for a long time, not just these days, right? So, for many of you, this is confirmation that, the guy that you met is loyal. The man that you met is a real man. And they are going to do right by you. But when they're done with their what they have to complete, okay, or they have to end, okay? Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, you're not budging. You're not budging, but you're also not moving on. So Aries, I feel like you're playing this aloof game here where you're being like, okay, I got the message. It was nice. Um, I'm not moving on. I'm not looking for anyone else, but I'm also not going to rush to answer them back because, I feel like I don't know if they're completely single yet or completely available yet. And you have to give that some time because I'm telling you right now, this person you can trust. This man you can trust, okay? Their circumstances when you met them it really has nothing to do with you, okay? So, but you being aloof, that's fine. They'll probably still try to pursue you, but you need to be a little bit more understanding, Aries, okay? It's a little bit different type of a reading today, but sometimes, you know, we're so used to the way people are in relationships, always having a third party, always being in a third party situation, always being lied to, cheated on, stuff like that. When someone real comes along and they actually tell you, hey, listen, I'm not completely single, but I will be soon. Give me some time. I see that you're giving them some time, but you're not communicating with them. So eventually, I'm sure they're going to reach out to you again, the Emperor, because they pursue, right? Especially when they have their eyes on someone. But you're taking it the wrong way, Aries. You're taking it the wrong way. Maybe you're not used to people, wanting to take it slow and wanting to get to know you before they get very intimate with you. So that's what I think we're dealing with here. And it's a refreshing in a way, but let's see what goes on. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they're ending something. They're ending a relationship in their life and they're ready for a new beginning with you, Aries. So here is your confirmation. Okay, they have it clearly in their mind that they want to be with you. And you have it clearly in your mind that you want to be with them because I see you're not moving forward, you're not moving on, you're staying where you are. You're not putting more eggs in your basket. Okay? But yet you're not communicating. Meanwhile, you have somebody who's coming towards you, okay? And it's not like it's not stressful for them. They're doing it regardless. They're definitely ending what they were in and moving on towards you. Now, if you continue to stay quiet and ignore them, eventually they're going to move on to somebody else. Okay? So I wouldn't, Aries, I would definitely try to give them the benefit of the doubt here because I feel like, they're not being dishonest. It's just that they were with somebody else when they met you and that relationship was ending, but it wasn't completely over. Here's your confirmation. So if you wanted to know if you could trust this Emperor, you can. It's just the timing was off. Okay? Okay, let's see what else comes up here. The Star. Wow, I think you know what? I love this energy. All eyes on you. They see only you. You shine bright in their eyes. They want to do right by you. And I have a feeling that for many of you, this reading is very confirming that, you will heal from this not being able to trust anyone, feeling like you're left out in the cold. You will heal from all of this and you will eventually live your best life with this Emperor. I see it happening. And this is something that is not going to end soon. This looks like, this looks like your long-term partner. This looks like your life partner. This looks like with Star here, this is definitely divine feminine energy, and this is definitely divine masculine energy. So congratulations, Aries. You might have some Aquarius in your chart, maybe like in your moon or your rising. Check out your chart and see, because I do feel like it's okay now to trust. It's okay now to be yourself. And once you read, listen to this reading, you might want to answer the Emperor back, because it looks like you're the only person on their mind. It's just that they had to get, they had to get out of what the situation they were in. They maybe they're getting divorced, or maybe they were just ending a long-term relationship with somebody else, and it was a little bit. It's not so easy to break up with somebody, but like I said, they didn't cheat. And now and I know you were feeling like, maybe, were they attracted to me? Yes, the answer with the star is absolutely yes. They're completely attracted to you. They're very attracted to you. They just were withholding intimacy because they were not completely single, and that's very admirable. Okay, so don't take it personally, Aries. This is your man. Okay, of course you have free will. If you want to let this go, I don't know how many times the star is gonna find the Emperor. I don't know how many times that happens once we meet somebody good. And I understand why you have trust issues. We all do. But this is somebody that you can lean on. And this is somebody that's not going to go away. For many of you, you're going to spend the rest of your lives with this person. So congratulations. I'm going to pull a Nature's Whispers Oracle card for you, Aries, because I feel like you need some more encouragement through this time. But like I said, please don't leave them on red. Answer them back. Don't wait for them to, inbox you again or message you again. Just answer them back. Timing was off, but they always had you on their mind, and they will continue to pursue you. But I don't know for how long, because the Emperor is not going to wait around for too long. They like the chase, but they don't like the game. Okay, so take that in mind. Take it how it resonates too. The man likes to pursue, but they don't like games. They don't like games. So, and Iris, I think you know that. I think you're going to do the right thing. I'm so glad to do this reading for you to confirm that you can trust this person, and this person will not do wrong by you. Okay? Let's see where it feels right to stop, Aries. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at this, Aries. Acceptance of love. This reminds me of the goddess and the green man. I don't know if any of you know that beautiful story, Celtic story. If you don't, you might want to Google it, or you may want to YouTube it. Number 38, acceptance of love. So I see you giving in to this, to your desires with this Emperor, and accepting the offer of love that's coming through. I know it's been a while, and it's been a little, but you like I said, you stayed the course. You stayed where you were. You stayed single. You held out for this Emperor. So why aren't you picking up the phone? Pick up the phone, okay? Acceptance of love. Beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Like I said, the goddess and the green man. Definitely check out that story if you don't know it. It's on page 55. I don't know if some of you see 555 a lot, or 55. It's about change. It's about change is happening in your life. It's a major life shift, okay? So let's see. This image is a representation of the harmony of opposite masculine and feminine, okay? You have the ability to give love freely to yourself and to others. It is important to understand that you are whole, complete, and perfect now, and will enhance the life of another. That's the Emperor, okay? Love can happen. Love is the truth of all situations. Love the soul embodied inside you. Express more love in your life and allow yourself to feel loved. Everything happens exactly when it's supposed to, in that order. Everything that happens is what is supposed to take place. You bring a bright light, the star, right? And individuality into this world. Aries, pick up the phone. Answer the text. Call the Emperor, because you are his star. He is your macaroni to your cheese, or your cheese to your macaroni, okay? And I think this beautiful candle here is definitely a confirmation of the spark, the star, the love. I'm wishing you so much love and light, many blessings, unexpected blessings and surprises. I hope Jupiter blesses your life throughout this year. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Jupiter has just moved into the sign of Cancer, where it is exalted. And you, my dear, look like you're exalted. You are in the arms of the Emperor. There's nothing better than that. The best is yet to come for you. Please like, share, subscribe. Bye-bye.